I've been getting a ton of comments asking about the best subwoofer and amp combos you can just plug in and go no separate amp, no crazy wiring. So today I'm testing the top 5 car subwoofers with built-in amplifiers to see which one actually slaps the hardest and which ones are honestly just hype. I'll go through the features, what stood out, what bothered me, and at the end I'll tell you which one I'd actually buy. Oh, and all the links to grab these are down in the description. Let's get into it. First up is this Znclces 1200 watt 10-inch subwoofer. First thing I noticed unboxing it, the shell is cast aluminum, not the cheap stamped metal you usually see on budget subs. That matters because heat is the #1 killer of these underseat amps. They are claiming way better heat dissipation than typical iron shells, and that tracks just from holding it. Feels solid, kind of cool even after running it a while. It comes with a wired remote too, gain, bass boost, and crossover controls right there. So you're not crawling under your seat every time you want to adjust something. There's also blue LED ambient lighting. Doesn't add anything to the sound, but if you're into that car looks cool at night vibe, it's there. Sound-wise, for something this size, it's surprisingly punchy. Not going to replace a 12-inch box in your trunk, but for filling in that low end, your factory speakers can't do, yeah, it does the job. Tight bass, not too boomy, not too weak. Links for this one and literally every product in this video are in the description box below. Pros: cast aluminum body, great heat handling, wired remote, easy adjustments, tight punchy bass for the size. Cons: LED lighting is just for looks. All right, let's move on to the next one. Number 2 is the Seventour 800 watt car subwoofer. But this one comes with the full installation wire kit included, which the first one didn't really emphasize. Build-wise, also cast aluminum, same heat dissipation deal, same wired remote setup, gain, bass boost, crossover, all adjustable from the driver's seat. At this point, I'm noticing a pattern. A lot of these underseat subs follow the same basic blueprint. It's got both high and low level inputs, so whether your stereo has RCA outputs or not, you're covered. Plus adjustable input sensitivity, good if you're running off a factory head unit that doesn't put out much voltage. Does it hit as hard as the Znclces? Honestly, no, not quite. You feel the difference going back and forth. The 800 watt rating isn't just a number. There's a noticeable drop in output at higher volumes. Starts to feel a bit strained where the Znclces was still comfortable. But, and this is a big but, for the price and the fact it comes with everything you need in the box, this is a solid, I just want bass and don't want to think about it option. If you're on a budget, this one makes sense. Pros: comes with full wiring kit included, high and low level input support, budget friendly, great starter option. Cons: less powerful, feels strained at high volume. Now let's see how this compares to the next one. Number 3, LUVUMVLT 1200 watt car subwoofer. It's got this forged aluminum alloy grille with an intricate web pattern, almost like a spider web design, and a 360-degree LED halo around the whole thing. When this thing lights up, it actually looks pretty premium, not like a cheap accessory light. Power-wise, it's back up to 1200 watts peak, same as the Znclces, and it's got high and low level inputs too, plug and play with basically any setup. In terms of actual bass output, it's right up there with the Znclces, honestly. Maybe just a touch tighter. Hard to tell with my ears alone, but it doesn't feel sloppy or boomy, stays controlled even when I crank it. It's also pretty thin, so if you've got a low seat or limited clearance, this one should still fit most vehicles fine. If I'm being picky with all that LED stuff going on, if the lighting controller ever fails, that's an extra point of failure down the line. But in testing, no issues at all. Pros: best looking design with LED halo, strong controlled bass output, ultra slim fits most vehicles easily. Cons: more LED tech, more potential failure points. All right, moving on. Number 4, Rockville RWS 12CA 1200W 12-inch subwoofer. Okay, so this one's a bit different from the first 3. It's a 12-inch sub in a slim enclosure versus the 10-inch underseat subs we just looked at. A little bigger, a little bulkier, but still slim enough for trunk, or Underseat installs depending on your car. It's got a built-in 300-watt RMS amplifier, and quick note, RMS is the real-world continuous power rating versus peak, which is more of a marketing number. So 300 RMS is pretty respectable for a built-in amp. It's also got an adjustable low-pass crossover, 50 to 250 Hz, plus a 12 dB bass boost, and a dash-mounted remote via an RJ11 jack. So again, easy access without crawling around your car. Here's where it gets interesting, because this is a 12-inch driver instead of 10-inch. The bass just hits different. More air being moved, you feel it more in your chest versus just hearing it. A noticeably deeper, more room-filling bass compared to the smaller underseat units. The trade-off obviously is size. This thing's not sliding under most seats, it's more of a trunk or rear seat floor install. So if space is tight in your car, this might not be the one. But if you've got the room, honestly, this might be the best all-around bass output of the bunch so far. The high and low level inputs with smart turn-on also make it painless to hook up to a factory stereo. Pros: deepest, most room-filling bass here. Solid 300W RMS real-world power, dash remote, and easy hookup. Cons: bigger size, won't fit under most seats. Okay, last one. All right, so this is the TANVSO 3000-watt subwoofer, but the power number isn't even the most interesting part. This one's marketed as an AI three-way system. It's got an AI chip that's supposed to enhance bass, mid-range, and highs in real time. So it's not just a subwoofer, it's kind of trying to be a full-range speaker system too. Frequency response is listed at 20 Hz all the way up to 22 kHz, which is a massive range for something this size. Does the AI stuff actually do anything noticeable? I went in pretty skeptical, feels like a buzzword, but listening to it, vocals and higher frequencies did feel a bit more present and clear compared to the other underseat units, which were mostly just bass, and more bass. So there might be something to it. In terms of raw bass output, yeah, with 3000 watts peak and that built-in Class D amp, this thing can get loud. Same slim underseat design as the others, plug and play, full wiring kit included. If I had to nitpick with claims this big, the real test is long-term durability, whether it can sustain that output without overheating or distorting. In short-term testing, it held up fine, no distortion, even pushed pretty hard, but that's something to keep an eye on. Pros: massive power, loudest of the group. AI three-way adds clarity to mids and highs. Plug and play with full wiring kit. Cons: long-term durability still unproven. If we're talking pure plug and play, fits anywhere, looks good, sounds good, the LUVUMVLT and the Znclces are basically neck and neck. Both 1200 watts, both ultra slim, both punch above their size. The LUVUMVLT edges it out on style with that LED halo, but the Znclces win slightly on build quality with that cast aluminum heat dissipation. The Seventour is the budget pick. Not as powerful, you feel that difference, but it comes with everything in the box and gets the job done if you're not trying to break the bank. The Rockville is for people with actual space to work with. Bigger driver, deeper bass, more of a feel it in your chest experience, but it's not sliding under most seats. And the TANVSO is the wild card, biggest number on paper, and it backs it up with output, plus that three-way AI thing adds something different to the sound. If you want the most bang for your buck in raw power and versatility, this is my pick for best overall. Hopefully this helped you figure out which one's right for your setup. All the links are down in the description if you want to check current prices and grab one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.